If you want to get ahead of the massive tech shifts coming our way, do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button right now for more explainers from @BrandTechAuth. Today we are tackling a huge one.
All right, let's get right into it. We're talking about the skills churn. You know, that feeling that the tech skills you just learned might already be on their way out. Well, today we're going to cut through all that noise and focus on what actually matters for 2026 and beyond.
I mean, this is the big question, isn't it? Tech is moving so ridiculously fast that new roles are popping up all the time. So how on earth do you prepare for a career that's still being invented? That's exactly what we're going to unpack today.
We're going to look at this whole thing through the eyes of two key players. First, we've got the AI-powered defender who's fighting on the digital front lines right now. Then, we'll take a trip to the quantum frontier to meet the pioneers building tomorrow's computers. And trust me, how these two connect, that's where the real story begins.
Okay, first up, the defender. This is all about the here and now, the urgent fight to keep our digital world safe from threats that are getting smarter every single day. And right at the heart of this fight is the certified ethical hacker. Now forget that old cliche of some guy in a dark hoodie. We're talking about a highly skilled professional holding one of the most respected credentials in the entire industry.
So what do they actually do? Well, simply put, they learn to think like a bad guy in order to do good. Companies literally hire them to break into their systems, find all the weak spots, and patch them up before the real hackers can get in. It's an absolutely critical job. But here's the twist. The role itself is going through a massive transformation. The game is changing because the tools are changing. The brand new version of this certification, well, it's now built around the incredible power of AI. And this is no small change. We're talking about a 40% boost in efficiency. Think about that. AI is like a massive force multiplier, letting these defenders work way faster and way smarter than ever before. And that efficiency? It translates to a 2x boost in productivity. AI automates the boring, repetitive stuff, freeing up human experts to focus on the complex problems that really need their brainpower. I mean, think of the hours that saves every single week.
And this isn't just about reading textbooks. The training for this new era is super practical. We're talking over 220 hands-on labs where you're not just learning about attacks, you're actually doing them in a safe, controlled playground.
And the curriculum, wow, it covers the whole shebang. Everything from hacking cloud servers and IoT devices to the psychology of social engineering. But pay close attention to that last one on the list, cryptography. Just tuck that away for a minute. It's going to be really important later. Remember how I told you to remember cryptography? Well, that's our pivot point. We're shifting gears from the defender protecting us today to the pioneer who is building a future that could change everything. Welcome, my friends, to the quantum frontier.
This quote from some of the leading researchers really gets to the heart of it. Quantum computing isn't just sci-fi anymore, but it's not exactly in our laptops yet either. So, the billion-dollar question for every industry is, when does this stuff get real, and where should we be placing our bets?
And this roadmap gives us a pretty good idea. What you're looking at is the hardware journey for the next decade. We're moving from the left side, today's pretty unstable, noisy physical qubits, over to the right side, much larger, more stable, and eventually fault-tolerant processors. This hardware evolution unlocks absolutely everything. But look, having super powerful hardware is one thing. It's pretty useless without the right software. So that leads to the next question. What are we actually going to do with these incredible machines? This brings us to a whole new era of algorithms.
To figure that out, researchers have actually started ranking quantum algorithms based on how soon we can expect them to work. This chart isn't just some academic paper. It's basically a strategic guide for the entire tech world, showing us which quantum solutions are going to arrive first.
Let's break it down using a simple traffic light. In the green zone, stuff that's coming up soon, we have optimization. Think super efficient supply chains or financial models that are way beyond what we can do today. In the yellow zone, a little further out, is quantum machine learning, which could lead to AI that's way more powerful. And then, you see that red zone? It's long-term, but the implication is world-changing, breaking modern cryptography.
And this is where our two stories crash into each other. The ultimate prize for the quantum pioneer, building a computer that can smash today's encryption, is the single biggest threat to the entire world that our AI-powered defender is trying to protect. The future is literally on a collision course with the present.
So, what in the world does this all mean for you and for the skills you need?
It means we're all facing what I call the skill-up imperative. It's about connecting the dots between the defender of today and the pioneer of tomorrow.
Do you see the pattern here? It's fascinating. On one side, we have an AI-human hybrid defense. On the other, a quantum classical hybrid system. They're totally different technologies, but the core principle is the same. You have to blend the new with the old through practical, hands-on work. This is the future of high-tech skills.
And the research is crystal clear on this. The biggest mistake anyone or any company can make right now is to just sit back and do nothing. The strategic risks of inaction, of just ignoring these trends, are enormous. If you wait until these technologies are everywhere, you're already going to be left far, far behind.
So after all this, what's the one thing to take away? This skills churn isn't about frantically trying to learn every new shiny thing. The most valuable skill you can build is understanding the connections, seeing how the quantum pioneer is going to completely change the world for the AI defender. It's about building a hybrid skill set for a hybrid future. So the only question left is, are you ready? Thanks for watching.